Kyalami Extreme Festival presented by Coca-Cola. Race debut of the new MSA4 cars that come out of your workshop, out of WCT Engineering. How do you feel?
Relieved, primarily, Colin. It's been a bit of a push to get them built. It's really super to have 14 cars out here. As you may or may not know, there are a few teething issues, which means that they probably won't race tomorrow. The race will have turned into a demo, but for sure to have 14 cars out of here, quite something that there are 14 cars built, all 14 are here, all the seats are full, all the drivers seem happy. I think the cars have turned out well. The pace of the cars certainly looks like they'll be more than fast enough, and quite nice, and quite nice to have a new level single seater. It's I think the old cars served their purpose remarkably well. But it was time for something fresh, and this, I hope, has done that.
Certainly the reception up and down the pit lane has been quite remarkable, with many a kind word spoken about the appearance, but more particularly the build quality and the level of welding and fabrication on them. It was a mammoth task.
It was a mammoth task. I mean, starting with, if you think the scope of the design that Achim had to look at, from the new upright assembly, center lock wheels, new chassis, the halo, all the bodywork, the engine installation which required flywheel, dry sump system, etc., 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 etc. It's a mammoth task, and obviously all of it only possible through the commitment and the passion of Ian Schofield. So without him, none of this would have happened.
I saw him a little bit earlier, and it's almost like seeing a father who's never mind had twins or triplets, but had 14lets. Nervously excited he is.
Yeah, for sure. And, I think it's absolutely fantastic. And, I think none of us can harp on enough about how much he does for South African motorsport, and particularly his passion for single-seaters. And certainly without him, there's no question that there wouldn't be anything approaching top-level single-seater racing in South Africa.
You also have a passion for single-seaters. What is it about a single-seater that turns you on?
Well, it's the purest form of a racing car, isn't it? I mean, this is as close to a Formula 4 as Africa can probably sustain, or any developing environment for that matter. And, the old ladder, Formula 4, Formula 3, Formula 2, Formula 1. And I think for all of us racing fans, Formula 1 is and always will be the pinnacle. And a single-seater is the ultimate racing car.
Awesome. Stuart, congratulations to the whole of WCT on a magnificent build, a fantastic effort, and the birth of a new era in South African single-seater racing. Well done.
Thanks, Colin. Thank you.
Cheers. Stuart Thompson, Kyalami Racetrack, Johannesburg, about to have thunderstorms, Extreme Festival presented by Coca-Cola. South African touring cars, probably the pinnacle of saloon car racing at the moment. You guys are about to go qualifying. What's on the cards for today?
Yeah, Colin, I think, there's been a bit of a mix and match in the lead up to qualifying with some new drivers, and that means that the tyre situation hasn't been completely balanced. But I think we're in pretty good shape. Julian was very fast in the last session, as was Jagger. So I think we're certainly in with a shout.
Jagger's adapted to these notoriously difficult cars pretty well, hasn't he?
He has. He's been very impressive.
Now, a couple of weeks' time, we're going up the hill at Samola. And finally, Robbie Walk is able to take not a knife to a gunfight.
He has a new Gould, new in our terms being a mere 20 years old, but it should be very close to the same level as Andre Bezuidenhout's, current standard setter. So we're certainly positive that we'll at least be in with a shout.
And for you, it must be exciting knowing that at least you're in with a shout. You're on the same, you kind of got a level playing field, and your guy, your goer, Robbie, can have a full-on, give it all the beans.
For sure. I mean, it's going there with the previous car, that pull beam that we put the Infinity engine into. It was always, we always knew that we would rely on Andre having some misfortune, which, unfortunately for him, he did last year. But with this, we should certainly be in with a very good shot. And, by no means, I mean, Andre is a competent driver, and the car is very well developed and very well run. So I think we're still going to be firmly on the back foot. but certainly a little bit closer to being competitive than we have been.
I can't wait for it. I'm super excited about it. Stuart, good luck for the racing this weekend, and we'll see you up the hill.
Look forward to it, Colin. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.